Hello and welcome back to Jack Knives Reviews. I am of course your host, Jack Knives. And welcome back to Jackoween. Now that we've looked at something classic, let's take a look at something a little on the newer side. This is Summer of '84. In Cape May, Oregon, over the course of 10 years, 13 teenage boys have gone missing, blamed on the Cape May Slayer. Davy Armstrong, the son of the journalist who broke the story, suspects that their neighbor, Wayne Mackey, a police officer, is the Cape May Slayer. Davy's friends Woody, Curtis, and Eats reject the theory on account of Davy's reputation of conspiracy theories and urban legends. Things begin to become a lot darker the more they dig. I think what I love about this movie is it blends two subgenres together. The concept of bicycle kid, which is kind of an element that is brought up in a lot of 80s fiction. You look at movies like Goonies or Explorers, or you even look at the series Stranger Things, and you know what I'm talking about when I say bicycle kid. This is what would happen if bicycle kids met true crime. And it blends it in a very, very, very well done way. The technical aspects of it, it's all done in an indie perspective. There's a dark vibe throughout the movie that isn't overplayed. But there's also this kind of sense of wonder and whimsy at the beginning that is hard-lined halfway through the movie. So it really does feel like the fantastical rose-tinted glasses meeting the reality of the concepts smashing together in a very, very well done way. I was actually surprised that most of the people that worked on this were kind of first-timers as far as like this scope of a movie, because the filming, the lighting, the production, the writing, the casting, everything was just meshed perfectly. The main character, Davy, played by Graham Cherry, is actually got a good balance between not being too annoying and not being too obnoxious, but just the right amount of, yeah, sure, Davy, kind of attitude. Of those people that tell you far-fetched stories when you're growing up and you just go, yeah, but not in an overplayed way. He has a good balance of scared, but not too scared, but adventurous at the same time. And it really does kind of end up biting him in the ass a lot throughout the movie, but his friends kind of balance it out, even though a couple of them are more stereotypes than anything else. But it does play on the heavy elements of, you know, kids have a vivid imagination, but it does go like farther to what if they are right. But the one who steals the show, hands down, is Rich Sumner, who plays Wayne Mackey. He is like straight out of a Hitchcock film of like, is he as bad as they say? Are they making it up? Is this the kind of guy who would do something like that? Or maybe he's really not that bad a guy. You don't really know. And that takes a lot for an actor to pull that off. And he pulls it off beautifully. I can't really recommend this movie enough. It is one of those movies that if you love 80s horror or tributes to 80s horror, this is kind of like a good must-see movie with a group of friends that I think anyone, especially if you like movies like The Goonies or movies in that vein, you'd really dig this movie because it kind of does it, but it twists it. Before we go, let's check out what review we're going to do next out of our random Skull of Madness. Okay. The Voices. Till next time.